You're starting a band?
Not really.
Oh. Well, I used to have a band.
You had a band?
Oh, yeah. Back then, music was our main means of expression. Our social protest. We sang about freedom of speech, fighting the establishment, the war in Vietnam.
I'm in it for the chicks.
I see where you're coming from, kid.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 33 of Point Adventure Cast, the podcast where two guys look back at the show that shaped their lives. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle, and I don't play any instruments either.
I used to play piano. I did.
I noodle on the harmonica occasionally.
You do actually do a pretty good job. We're going to karaoke doing that. People like it.
Yeah, even though I can't read a note, but...
Hey, who cares? Sometimes you just play out the music. It's a good thing. Anyway.
I've got the music in me! Sorry.
This is going to be fun. All right. Again, this is episode number 8 from season 2. Episode number 30 of the series. Look at that. Band on the Run. Directed by, guess who? David Trainer. Written by...
Trainer is love. Trainer is life.
We will get to a point of the season where he's not directing. Mark Bluntman and Howard Busgang, apparently.
Bluntman.
Oh, God. Wrote this episode. Original alert date, November 11th, 1994. Kyle, what are we talking about?
Corey and Sean pretend that they're in a band so that they can impress girls. This inspires Alan to connect with his former bandmates. But when this creates some problems for him, Corey and Sean face a bigger dilemma. They are accidentally booked as the entertainment for the school dance.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. I know you were looking forward to this episode last show when we were talking. You were really looking forward to this.
And there's a reason, because I named my band in Guitar Hero 2 after the band in this episode, The Exits.
All right, cool. All right, well, let's get started here. We start at Chubby's, which we don't start very often here, so that's a rarity. Corey is pretty much randomly talking to girls, trying to get a date to the 7th grade dance. And everyone seems to have issues with their grandma. Yeah. I thought it was a hysterical scene, I'm not going to lie. Two random guys come in with guitars and leave them with Corey and Sean for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm guessing they probably had to go take a piss or something.
Whatever. And I love the fact that Corey's like, "You're not going to ask me to the dance, are you?"
Yeah.
What if I am? Pick me up at 8 and no slow dances. What? That's a response you always expect.
To which I respond, oh, and by the way, no tongue.
No tongue, yes. We'll get to that later with more tongue talk later on. Okay. So, Sean asked Corey why he didn't just ask Topanga, and he's trying to go outside of his comfort zone pretty much. Instead of asking the same person, he asked for everything since they were 5. This is the first mention of their past.
Yeah.
And it's never the same every time, so I'll have to keep track of this as we go along. Because I just read a BuzzFeed article about this, how they every single time they bring up when they knew each other, it changes every single time.
More retconning than the Star Trek universe.
I swear it's a lot here, but this is the first one, so which is funny because we're just not getting along in the first season until she kissed him in the first season. So anyway, again, retconning. There we go.
Maybe it's a residual effects from the Doctor's travel through time and space.
There you go, our Doctor Who reference. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's because we haven't had a cast member regenerate about several times before we got to Topanga.
It's true. It's very, very true. Oh, I forgot about that already guy in the first season. I completely forgot about that. So, anyway, the girls that he was talking to earlier came up to them, and now they think Corey and Sean play guitar. You know, because that happens.
Oh, yeah, holding a guitar case draws girls to you like moths to a bug zapper.
Yeah. But I love the fact that Corey is such an idiot at times that they see the musicians and he starts doing a magic trick.
Oh, ye gods.
That's one of my funniest jokes of the whole episode. I didn't expect
Corey, you've stuck your tongue to a frozen lamppost twice, haven't you?
That was very, very funny. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, so they had the guitars, and the guys, the guitars are actually theirs, came back to get them. Yeah. And somehow that convinced the girls. These girls are idiots. I want to know that these girls are absolute morons in this episode. Convince them that they have roadies. What? I logic doesn't even make sense.
In retrospect, Corey and Sean dodged a bullet by losing them.
I know, seriously, the logic here makes no sense.
She's like, hello there, which way is business?
Oh, God. It gets just dumber as we go along. It really does get dumber. Anyway.
Excuse me, I have to go to Europe, but I don't speak Europe.
Oh, God. We get home.
They are that stupid.
And Corey is playing with Alan's old guitar. We find out Alan was in a band called The Tongues. Wait, we'll get to that in a second. Because, wow. We'll get to that in a second.
Hey, the Tongues, they lick the competition.
Yeah, we'll get to all that. You're going to have more jokes on that in a minute. But anyway, Alan was in a band, and the songs were apparently against the war in Vietnam. And oddly enough, this all makes sense at the moment.
Well, considering
it fits his age. It really does fit the age. So I can't even argue with the logic.
It looks like their band was from the friggin' '60s. So at least it does make sense.
I give them credit for that. It worked out for the show. So we'll get to who the band is when we get there, because it's really interesting who they got.
Yeah.
For sure, they got the Monkees at one time. You know. Corey, I love how Corey's like, I'm in it for the chicks. And Alan doesn't even question it.
He doesn't slam him for being so shallow.
No, because 2 seconds later, Amy makes the same joke. Which is fantastic. I love the fact that they make the same joke.
No, it's not. It's the music that matters, son.
No, Alan was in it for the exact same reasons. I love it. And it's a joke that comes back later. So we find out, of course, the name of the band is The Tongues. Amy was a big fan. She was young with no taste.
What
the hell? So we were talking over this, and I almost missed it. They said here, but Alan was talking about how the band is like a family, and you should want to get back together. Just know how they are. It's like a bond. And the next thing he says, I wonder if they're still alive. Like, wow.
Actually, oddly enough, just like many families.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Okay then. Okay, well, we get back to school, and Corey and Sean are caring about random guitar cases, which is who the fuck sells random guitar cases?
A music shop?
But don't you usually get the guitar for the guitar case? Those people that be weird just going to buy a guitar case. Kind of weird.
Well, not if your name is Al Capone.
But we're talking
or
about
Minkus.
Corey and Sean.
Or Minkus.
We're talking about Corey and Sean.
Because they were Minkus. I mean, he had to buy something to hide that giant squirt gun in.
Touche. Minkus is also Minkus. Minkus we don't see again for a long, long time. Anyway.
Because he's either on his trip through Dimension X or he's in the other half of the school.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we get there. That's a great joke.
Well, I mean, Dimension X, where they wished him to after the end of the first season.
Jeez, I forgot about that, too. So, anyway.
Hey, fanfic material.
So done with that. Somehow, Sean, because the girls are cute, and Sean is, like, hypnotized by the girls, and he makes them, he convinces himself that he can play guitar, which is funny as hell.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sean has stuck his tongue to a frozen lamppost twice.
Sean has really had his moments in this episode of what the fuck is wrong with you?
You can tell when his dick takes over for his brain.
Oh, trust me, I know. Yeah. But anyway, I love the fact that Corey's using his guitar case as a lunchbox. It's hysterical. He has an egg salad sandwich in the guitar case.
Hey, Marlon Brando used a guitar case for his lunchbox. Come on, you got me.
I don't know if anyone heard that, but I did hit a rip shot of that one. That was funny. Anyway, the girls want to hear them play. But they can't play. Their agent won't let them. What? They're what?
Now any smart lady would have realized that they can't play. Let's ditch them.
Nope, because they kept egging him on. They're getting over the death of their drummer. What?
Yeah, he died in a tragic blimp accident over the Rose Bowl.
Okay. Took me a second. During all this, I love Topanga. Topanga shows up in the middle of this, wondering what the fuck's going on. And then the two girls are still like, ooh, yeah, and her reaction was, who are you?
Yeah, she goes, hey, we're with the band.
What? Topanga's face is fantastic. Like, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
What?
It's like, they're supposed to be losers who can't attract the girl.
That's why I'm here.
Unless she's me.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, don't take my job.
And Topanga, to her credit, I gotta give her props here, that she pretty much tells Corey, I gotta ask you to dance, but I want to make sure you're okay first before I say yes.
Aww. Drink.
And trust me, if you're listening to this is after the 100 show of the Blake and Sal show. I might be out of beer, so there you go.
We'll just switch to straight up drinking spirits.
Yes. So anyway, she's gonna go to the dance with Jeremy, a guy we never meet and only hear from one more time. We're about one more time for the rest of the show, probably to the series. So, okay.
He went over to the other side of the school.
Yes. Well, okay. So the girls get dumber as the scene goes on. Because
somebody check the school for carbon monoxide.
Seriously, the two of them get dumber because not only are they convinced that Corey and Sean, I repeat, Corey and Sean are in a band.
I was gonna say the two guys who probably couldn't make toast without burning it into a liquid state.
Yeah, that they have guys in the band with them, and one of them plays guitar with his teeth. What?
Yeah, his name's Jimmy. Jimmy Henderson. Jimmy's
Henderson.
Yeah.
So I love Corey. He's like, yeah, he's at the dentist. Oh,
yeah.
What?
Drink.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously? Could be a lot of yelling in this episode. So, I love how Sean's like, I've never thought I'd say this. We're gonna need some guys.
So say, ladies and gentlemen, the only two girls in the world born without brain stems.
I should warn people. I'm gonna probably keep yelling as this episode continues because it gets dumber. So anyway, I love the random artist montage that they did to get the band together. And where the fuck did the monks come from? Where did that come from?
Well, was it? Well, didn't some group of monks actually have a chart-busting hit at the time?
I don't remember. I really don't.
But yeah, the best bit was the first one, which was the guy playing the tuba. The
marching band guy.
The marching band guy playing the tuba while doing the blues.
What? It was better than what happened later. Just leave it at that. And then there's a guy, it looked like he's stoned, and he's been playing the drum and everything on the tour.
It's to the point where when they get the other guys in there, Corey goes open the door and he follows this little this little trail out the door.
What? It's so ridiculous.
So I'm trying to remember. I know they had a guy who was really, really, really good. The
guitar guy.
Yeah.
The guitar guy that was too good.
And then that guitar guy would later go on to play for Ahmed.
Wow, nice. Wow, an Ahmed line. Jeez.
Yeah, he would be known with his friend, with Ahmed's other friend as Infidels Jeff and Guitar Guy.
Wow, there you go. But Thor shows up apparently, and all he does is pose. Okay.
Well, in this day and age, when all you need is friggin' auto-tune.
And then the other guy shows up, and he's shorter than me and won't steal our chicks.
And he can stick his tongue out.
Why not? Random.
Hey, handy if you can need an envelope licked.
So, the credo of the band now is going to be no matter how cute the girl is, no matter how she's dressed, we don't play.
Okay, I'm giving it 30 seconds before that's broken.
We'll get to there. So, I love the fact that Sean, they're talking on the way out. Alan again, doesn't question anything going on around him. As they're walking out the door, Sean's thing Alan running in ramp amp at this point. Wasn't he bringing an amp at this point? Okay.
I don't know whether I should not play the guitar or not play the drums.
Yeah, that was a great line. So, apparently, Alan is getting the band back together on Friday.
Dude, we're getting the band back together.
We're getting the band back together. And Eric is helping him, which is whatever. Eric's Eric.
So will this lead into a wacky road trip where they have to try and save an orphanage while outrunning the Illinois Nazis and some angry country band?
No, but we will go to a boutique and have a random song performance in the middle of it, or at a library.
Ah!
There you go. You go. Like 3 people laughed at that joke. Anyway. Oh, okay. So anyway,
well, they're fabulous. I'm fabulous.
Someone's getting these jokes, and I hope they're laughing with us. That's good. Eric has this ridiculous, awful 60s-like jacket that apparently Alan hung on to all these years. That was his band jacket, which was awful looking even for the 60s. I'm sorry, that was terrible. So, and apparently Amy's name is on the wrist, on the inside wrist of the...
along with Beth, did you have the list of the names in there?
I didn't write them all down. I know Paula was in there one time.
Paula, Bethany.
And a couple other ones.
They're the names of small towns in Pennsylvania.